America produces millions of barrels of oil a day. So why are gas prices affected by a narrow waterway 7,000 miles away? Because the system makes sense, just not the way you'd expect. This tiny stretch of water, about 20% of the world's crude oil, passes through it, which means if anything goes wrong at the pump, which it already has, your commute gets more expensive, plus groceries from fertilizer to copper for your computers and iPhones. America has oil, a lot of it, yay. So why not just use it? Well, it's the wrong type. The US produces mostly light sweet crude oil. What about the refineries? Well, many are built for heavy sour crude oil. We have the wrong ingredients for our own kitchen. It's like owning a juicer and growing steak. That's the American way. Could you fix that? Yes. Quickly? No. Cheaply? Also no. Okay, but even if we fix that, why do global events still matter? Oil prices are set globally, not locally. So if supply drops anywhere, prices rise everywhere. It's like airline tickets. One delay in another city and suddenly you're sleeping in another airport. Now jet fuel is skyrocketing. I will be taking my summer vacation to Walgreens down the street. Pipelines, ships, and rails were built over decades based on old assumptions. So oil doesn't go where it should go. It goes where it can go, which is not the same thing. America imports oil and exports oil at the same time because the planet is full of oil. That's not a mistake. That's efficiency until it's not. It's the energy version of ordering food while groceries are in your fridge. Now that it's blocked, chains will be paused, causing disruptions from transportation to food to cost of living at home, which means everything will skyrocket from one smart genius orange man. So why not just fix everything? Well, let's try it. America goes, only our oil. Starting now, here's what happens. We rebuild refineries, which takes years, costs billions of dollars, which we don't have, and requires approvals that move slower than glaciers. Next problem, we need more pipelines, because again, oil goes where pipes exist, not where logic exists. We built the system first, now we're negotiating with it. Then money. Domestic oil can be more expensive, so gas prices will skyrocket even more, and that will end political careers immediately. Then the environment, more drilling on land, a calm national discussion about it, obviously. And finally, time. And even if everyone agrees upon this tomorrow, they won't. It still takes decades to do this. So yes, America can rely more on its own oil, but it requires rebuilding infrastructure, spending billions of dollars, accepting higher costs, agreeing politically, and waiting years, which is why we don't. Instead, we use a global system. So why can't America just use its own oil? Well, it's the wrong type, wrong infrastructure, global pricing, slow change. Also, reality is inconvenient. Let's see how America is taking the gas prices.
How am I supposed to afford this madness? Rent is choking me. Groceries are robbing me. Now gas is straight up mugging me and what is left. We are out here making choices like, do I eat ramen for dinner or do I just eat the disappointment? It is so frustrating. Prices keep skyrocketing and we can't do a single thing about it.
If this goes on for much longer and prices go much higher, then we'll feel that much more. And of course, I'm talking about aggregate inflation numbers. They're going to start to reflect airline fares I've mentioned and other products and services that are dependent upon petroleum and derivatives of petroleum. People are going to start to feel that.
Comment below what your average price is right now for gas. Mine, I think, is $4.20. Yesterday it was $4.
There's so much of it. It's all over the place, sitting all over the oceans of the world. And it'll go down. But what won't happen is if Iran had a nuclear weapon and used it, then the whole world is a different place.
Almost $5 a gallon. We live in Ohio, okay? Part of the appeal of living here is low gas prices. I can't remember the last time it was this bad. It must have been around the recession sometime. Everybody was buying little compact gas savers.
For all you people that think the Iran war is going to end soon and that your gas prices are going to go back down, I hate to inform you, but we have the lowest amounts of oil and gas right now, currently. I keep warning you people, but no one listens to me. See, Trump, he thought when we started this drill baby drill model, we're gonna drill baby drill. We don't need their oil. Why do you think he's over there in Iran fighting right now? If he had enough oil to supply our needs here in the United States, trust me, we wouldn't be over there right now.
Darren, just in terms of where oil prices are headed, I know this is a difficult game anytime to try and predict, now even trickier than normal, but what's your best case? What's your base case scenario for this? Where we're headed over the next 1 to 6 months?
Yeah, I think it's well, obviously very difficult to call based on what's happening there in the region and the externalities associated with those things that are happening. What I would say is, it is an unprecedented disruption of supply in the markets. And so our expectation is over time, we'll see prices respond to that unprecedented disruption. Once the strait opens up, it'll take 1 to 2 months for the flow to reestablish itself. And then within that time, it's going to take transit time to get the barrels out of the Persian Gulf into the demand destinations. The customers are going to, it usually takes about a month of transit time. So there will be a time where it takes for the market to recover. Fortunately, we haven't seen the full impact of the strait being closed because of the oil that was on the water in transit when the strait closed. And as that cleared, we had the Strategic Petroleum Reserve releases. We had commercial inventory draws. So far, the world has seen a mitigated impact to that loss of supply and the prices. But with time, as the straits remain closed, those additional sources of supply will attrit, will run out of the inventory. We'll get down to a point where we're at minimum working inventories in the commercial side, and you'll be left with strategic petroleum.
So until we redesign half the energy system, what happens in a narrow waterway across the world decides how much it costs to buy snacks. You didn't choose this, but now you can explain it. Have a great one. Bye.